Reformation, an eco-labeled a cool girl's pick. That's the headline from the New York Times, and it captures a fashion phenomenon that's been building quietly on Howard Street and beyond. On a recent Sunday, Rihanna walked into Reformation's 1,900 square foot Soho store, grabbed a pile of clothes, and walked out minutes later with a coat and 14 dresses, sweaters, and tops, all for a little over $2,000. She's not alone. Taylor Swift shops there. Karlie Kloss shops there. Kloss told The Times, "It's funny, I have access to some of the most beautiful clothing in the world, some of the most expensive, elaborate couture pieces, and yet in my daily life I wear Reformation. It's very simple and it's cut really well." But this isn't just a celebrity story. Walk into a New Year's party or office holiday party in New York or Los Angeles, and you'll see the label everywhere. Every few years, a cheerful brand emerges that the cool girls in the city flocked to. Opening ceremony in 2002, Topshop a few years ago, Juicy Couture in the late 90s. For a certain urban sophisticate, tall and thin and in her 20s, Reformation has become the affordable-ish uniform of 2014. Founded in 2008 by Los Angeles native Yoel Aflalo, Reformation spent its first 5 years as a modest business. Then, in the last 12 months, it blew up. Revenue jumped from about $9 million last year to more than $25 million this year. Those sales are built on dresses, crop tops, and A-line miniskirts ranging from $80 to $300. And they're eco-friendly, relying on sustainable and vintage fabrics. When you walk into the Soho store, the greeting reads, "Change the world without changing your style." Aflalo, 37, puts it bluntly, "I want altruism and narcissism to be combined." This isn't her first fashion rodeo. She founded Yaya in 1999, which at its peak around 2005 was earning more than $20 million a year. But she credits a Zara-like fast fashion model for Reformation's success. She wants clothes in and out of her store and website as quickly as possible. A few weeks ago, she hired Zara's trend director, Manuel Ruiman Santos, to become Reformation's design director. "The most important thing to me was speed," she said. "Speed to market. I knew that if I had speed I could control inventory problems. Something I learned from my last business is inventory will kill." And that's the story of how an eco-conscious label became the go-to for the cool crowd by moving fast, pricing right, and making sustainability look effortless. Thanks for listening.